Question 166. Which of the following is present at node of Ranvier in a neuron of CNS? Myelin sheath, axolemma, Schwann cells, oligodendrocytes. Let's check all of the given options with structure of a typical neuron. Option 1, myelin sheath. The Schwann cells form this myelin sheath in neurons of PNS. So this is not present in CNS. Option 2, axolemma. The axolemma is the term for neuronal cell membrane in the axon region. This is the axon, and this is the cell membrane of axon, which is called axolemma. Axolemma is present throughout the axon, and it's also present at nodes of Ranvier. These nodes. So this is present in CNS as well as at nodes of Ranvier. So this is the right answer. Option 3, Schwann cells. These cells form the myelin sheath in the PNS, not a part of CNS. And again, oligodendrocytes form myelin sheath in neurons of CNS, but they are not present at nodes of Ranvier. The right answer here would be option number 2, axolemma. Answer is 2. Question 167. Dorsal root ganglion of spinal nerve is predominantly rich in which type of neurons? Unipolar, bipolar, multipolar, pseudo-unipolar. Option 1, unipolar. Unipolar neurons are usually found in embryonic stages. Option number 2 reads bipolar. Bipolar neurons characteristically are found in neurosensory epithelium of nose, eye and ear. Option 3, multipolar. Most of our neurons in our body are multipolar, so the majority of neurons are multipolar. Option number 4, pseudo-unipolar neurons. This type of neurons are found in dorsal root ganglion of our spinal nerve, which makes it our right answer here, which is option number 4. Dorsal root ganglion of spinal nerve is predominantly rich in pseudo-unipolar type of neurons. Answer is option number 4. Question 168. Select an example of conditioned reflex among the following: watering of mouth based on memory of delicious food, salivation upon chewing food, withdrawal of hand on touching a hot plate, flowing of tears while peeling and cutting onions. A conditioned reflex is a trained response, and it is also involuntary in nature. Out of the given options, the watering of mouth based on memory of delicious food indicates the prior exposure of certain food which evokes that response. So this is a conditioned reflex. If you look at the other options, option 2, salivation upon chewing food, withdrawal of hand on touching a hot plate, and flowing of tears while peeling and cutting onions, all these are unconditioned reflexes. These responses are not based on the prior exposure or memory. Thus are called unconditioned reflexes. The correct answer would be option number 1. Question number 169. In the context of knee-jerk reflex, which is incorrect? Interneurons are involved. Muscle spindle acts as the receptor. Sensory and motor neurons synapse in the gray matter of spinal cord. Thigh muscles are effectors of this reflex arc. Let's look at option number 1. Interneurons are involved. Now in our gray matter of spinal cord, there are interneurons which form a connection between the afferent and efferent neurons. And these interconnections provide for the complex responses which help our body to know what it is doing. But in respect to knee-jerk reflex, a single synapse is formed between afferent and efferent neuron, and there are no interneurons. Option number 2, muscle spindle acts as receptor. This is true because when the sudden stimulus is provided with the striking of knee hammer, this would evoke impulses in the afferent neurons, which will carry these impulses to the spinal cord. Option number 3, sensory and motor neurons synapse in gray matter of spinal cord. This is also correct. Option number 4, thigh muscles are effectors of this reflex arc. This is also right. In this patellar reflex, a kicking response is seen, which is also known as knee jerk. So the right answer here would be option number 1 because that is incorrect. Answer is 1. Question 170. Neurons in which part of brain establish and maintain the set point of body temperature in humans? Medulla oblongata, pons virili, hypothalamus, corpora quadrigemini. If we talk about the body temperature regulation in humans, hypothalamus plays a major role. And thus it is also called as the thermostat of body because it maintains the right temperature. Along with temperature regulation, it is involved in other processes and has centers for hunger, thirst, satiety, and pleasure, etc. The correct answer among the options given here would be option number 3, hypothalamus. Option 1, medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata harbors centers for controlling vomiting, respiration, etc. Whereas pons virili is part of brainstem and corpora quadrigemina is situated in the midbrain. The correct answer here would be option number 3, hypothalamus.